By the way, I didn't record a podcast. Because I've heard that's happened before. Yeah, all right, so 1, 2, 3.
Welcome to TurntTables podcast. I'm your host, Eduardo, and I got my co-host here, Jairo and Ray Funk.
Hey, what's up?
What it do, y'all? We're here now. We back. Another
again.
one.
We're back again. How's everybody doing?
We're back and caffeinated.
I know, I'm super
Overstimulated.
I am very super caffeinated right
Yeah,
now.
this is good, man.
I liked it. I really enjoy what you did with that coconut oil. I think I want it like that all the time, but I don't know. You probably can't do it all the time, but it was really good. It reminded me of Coniac.
Cognac.
For some reason, I don't know why.
It's a nice replacement of Cognac.
Yeah, it really is. It's a healthier replacement.
It does the
But it
opposite.
gives me
It gets you alert. It makes you alert.
Yeah, I'm
not
super alert. Super alert right now. I feel like I need to just...
I'm feeling overstimulated in this simulation here.
The simulation.
I'm in the Matrix right now.
Yeah, man.
You know, I feel like the one. I feel like Neo.
The one.
Which pill did you take? The red one or the blue
The
one?
red one or the blue one. I don't know which one's which. I forget which one. Which one was which.
I don't remember. Of course, one is gonna give you make you go to the real world.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I remember when you actually made a mix to that sample a while back ago. I think you used that sample to mix a song.
The blue pill.
That was cool.
Yeah, it's a song.
And then I think it went into Sandstorm.
Yeah.
I think I remember that one, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good mix. I really like that mix. I don't know what. I think it was what? I think it was a tape, bro. Was it? I think I recorded it. I don't even remember. I can't even lie. I think it was CD or tape. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It was a while back ago.
It was on a record. I know that. I remember the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
So you never made mixes and then throw them on YouTube?
Oh, yeah. There's a few of them on there now.
Why don't you send me some?
I mean, it's on my YouTube.
Just click or type Ray Funk.
After this, you're going to have to send me your link.
Yeah, for sure.
Ray Funk.
SoundCloud and Mixcloud and
Oh,
all
you
that
have stuff on SoundCloud?
Yes,
Damn, you see, we're going to have to share some content.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure. All right, Joe. How's the wellness and health month going for you? Edward.
Well, I kind of
Yeah, bro. How's the Orange Theory going?
Well, I wanted to take it back a week.
Yeah.
Cause I became ill. I went down with the flu.
Yeah.
Man, it was down for like 4 days, bro. I didn't really start feeling better till I was okay on Wednesday, but I still felt like crap, and I was just pushing through. But we ended up not coming to
So I'm a little confused. Are you on a bike that goes nowhere, like a treadmill bike, or you running?
It's like a Peloton, so...
Are you on a bike where you're like...
So, okay, with that is... It's different exercises with Orange Theory. Like, they have you on a treadmill, but they have... they tell you, like, to either speed it up or go back to, like, regular at a consistent pace, but then they'll tell you to go to such and such and give it your all. And then after, like, a minute, they'll, like, okay, take it back down some. And then that's just all the way for, like, maybe 30 minutes of that.
But are you running?
Yeah, no, I'm sprinting. Some cases I'm sprinting, running, and then sometimes when I need to, I'll
Where are y'all sprinting?
Let me walk.
Where are y'all sprinting on a damn parking lot?
On a treadmill.
Oh,
Yeah, it's inside a exercise room or building. But they also have like this rower machine, and then they also have us doing like just cardio workouts, like with weights, free weights.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that last week, man, I was ill, and it threw me off. It totally derailed me, and even my eating habits. I started eating burgers and
Really?
Quick stuff.
eating crap
but
food.
you know,
Damn cheater.
But I did my best to just when it came to like burger, I ate like what is that? The lettuce wrap at In-N-Out.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
Yeah,
The
I know what
protein
you're talking
style.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still good, and I was just eating stuff I shouldn't have been eating, and I was just kind of cheating, and was trying to get through the sickness, yeah, I just felt totally at a standstill with that. I don't know how was y'all's last week for y'all when it comes to health and wellness? Did y'all do okay?
It was okay for me. We did fine. We did have kind of a cheat day on Sunday. It was my daughter's birthday, so we went out. She wanted to go to the Panther City barbecue, and it was pretty good, man.
I've been there once.
It was good.
Delicious.
It was good. So of course all the mac and cheese and the dessert, the freaking banana pudding, dude. That was fire. So I was there just like a fat boy, just
yum. Yeah.
And that was my week. You know, it wasn't so bad. It was just kind of a letdown, kind of a weird Wednesday for us.
Yeah.
I know we kind of had to, skip a day.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what to do. Like I was like, usually at this time we're recording or doing something, and I'm just like sitting there staring at my TV, like, let me turn you on and put some Netflix on, and then sat there and just
What'd you watch?
That. I did Roadhouse. Finished it all the way through. Roadhouse.
It's a badass movie, bro.
Roadhouse. You remember the old school Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze? There's a remake with it with
Patrick Swayze's the guy from Ghost, right?
Yes.
With Patrick Swayze, and you know that famous ass thing where the girls
Roadhouse.
She's like molding this pot.
Yeah, no,
and he's like behind her.
I'm trying to think of it. Was like, was he like a manager of a bar?
Yeah.
He's
Like
like
that's the one I
security.
was telling you about a long time ago. How like they would like kind of stare each other at each, like check. That dude, his friend was checking his woman out like right in front of his face, and I thought that was weird. I was like, bro, like how close were they back then? Like they would just let each other stare down each other's girls. Like I remember there was a scene, and I was telling you about that a while back.
We were on the highway
a while back ago, and I thought that was awkward. I was like, bro, like how do you not feel a way about that? Like his friend literally like his girl was there, and he was just walking that way, and his friend literally just right in front of his friend who's dating her, and I thought that was like super weird. I was like, bro, how y'all not arguing right now? You know, like I just thought that was so disrespectful in my eyes, but I was like, but they seem like they must share their women or something.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, you like that?
Yeah,
like
and
that?
he's like just like
that's mine.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. It's a whole different generation.
Or there's those type of guys too that are like, yeah, I'm proud of my woman.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I always thought that was. I mean, I don't understand that, but
anyways, yeah, I recorded Roadhouse so I could have it in my personal library.
Bro, that movie's super good.
And I had some piece of gear that I sold, so I kind of had to go meet that guy. And that's really all I did. Just recorded movies and what did I cooked something. I don't even remember what I cooked. Anyways, yeah, but my day was kind of like, felt like thrown off a little bit. Didn't know how to act on a Wednesday.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Jairo, on Wednesday? I know you had a court date. You want to talk about how that went or what you felt through that process?
They gave me an offer. We turned it down. Next month, they're going to give me another offer. Yeah. Be honest, I don't really want to talk much about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, last week we celebrated my daughter's birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to them.
Yeah,
How old are they gonna be?
They turned 5.
Wow. 5 years old.
And so I just wanted to share this, dude. I'm feeling like maybe it's the coffee, but I just feel like really nervous, bro. I feel really nervous. I feel like nervous about. Like, dang, man, I don't feel like I'm doing a good enough job. Cause last time, I'm like this girl just recently said this to me. I feel like I'm a stick in the mud a lot of the times whenever they're here. Cause like my daughter, she kind of like punked me in a way. Cause like I was here, I'm here, and she's like, just out of the blue, because we don't really go many places whenever they're here. I just like to have them here and we hang out, and sometimes we go to the movies. That's a rare occasion.
Yeah.
And my daughter, like, she's always on the phone, like I told you about the phones. And she came up to me, she's like, Daddy, she's like, Daddy, the way she said it, bro, is that she gave me no choice whatsoever. And I still try to turn her down because she's like, because I'd be tired, man. Like, I'd be here and I'd just be like, just like, you know what I mean? And then, like, my daughter came up to me and she's like, Daddy, can we go to the park, please? I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
elongated, please.
yeah. And I'm like, baby, I don't want to. And she's like, I'm going to put my shoes on and we're going to the park.
Oh.
And I was like, I guess we're going to the park. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, just go inside, Daddy, and put your socks on, and then put your shoes on, so we can go to the park. And I was like, okay, fine. You know what I mean? Like, I guess fine. You know what I mean? And like, as we went, dude, I was so proud of her, bro, because she like, I guess I need that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I need her to stand up to me and be like, this is what we need to do. We need to get up and get out of here. We need to go.
Yeah.
It was amazing, bro, because Maddie, she rides her bike now, you know, and Marilyn, she's not really that into her riding her bike, but like, it's crazy because as we're going down, we haven't even got to the damn stop sign yet. Maddie's all like, she's all like, her excitement. She's like, because you know, we've never taken off from the house. She's never taken off from this house, basically, and gone on an adventure on her bike.
Oh, I got you.
And so she's like, we've never done this before. And I was like, dang, you're a piece of, you know what I mean? Like, you're a real piece of, this should be happening more frequently.
Right.
But then those little things that they've never done before.
Right.
And, you know, they're at the park. And then, and it's funny, right? I was just sharing this with my other brother. She almost fell. And I was like always telling her, hey, you know, because she has training wheels. I was like, hey, before you fall, stick your foot out there and don't fall, you know? And she almost busted her butt. And then she's like, she's on the bike, she's going, and then she almost fell. And she broke her own fall. And she kind of like looked at me like all scared. I was like, that's a good job, baby. Like, that's such a good job. You see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's a really good job. You see, you broke your fall instead of being dumb and like just, you know, driving your elbow into the concrete. You broke your fall and you didn't even get hurt. And the way she carried herself after I told her that, she was like like, I realized in that moment, like, wow, it's so easy to encourage anybody for that matter. Just a little words of encouragement with just like, she was like her little look on her face was like, like, I'm awesome. You know what I mean? That same, I don't know if y'all recall like me talking about how my dad and my grandpa used to just speak life into me all the time, constantly. That's why I have this confidence. I saw that I instilled a level of confidence in her that I've never even seen in her before. Just by those little words of like, oh, that was a really good job, baby. You know what I mean? I'm very proud of you. And she like had this smile and this glow on her that was just you couldn't take from her. And then she started riding her bike faster.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? More confident. Right. And I was like, it's just so easy to uplift somebody. You know what I mean?
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So yeah, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. I just feel like I feel a distance from them. You know what I mean? Even though it's like I'm not doing enough when they're around. I need to buckle down and do more with them when they're around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, go on more adventures with them.
Right.
We need to go adventure more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool. That really is cool.
I have to, man. I have to do more adventures because just that little, like, it's like, yeah, man. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, like The Crudes. It's like a kids movie.
I have it.
And the girl,
I've never seen it.
Yeah, the girl, she's like a caveman girl, and she's like, the dad is like, there's danger out there.
Oh, right.
We can't leave the cave. We gotta stay safe. And it's funny because that movie, it's a lot of movies refer to that. It's like so many people have a closed in life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and it's just
safer
like,
here.
There's
no point of going out there. It's dangerous out there.
Yeah,
but it's also really like beautiful and
yeah, it can be beautiful and dangerous. Like this another movie, Migration. I told you, I actually took the girls to go see this movie called Migration, and the dad, like they're ducks and they're in a pond.
Right.
They're ducks in a pond, and then these I forget what kind of freaking birds they are, but I think they're ducks also, but they're more like elegant ducks. And then like these are ducks. Like, okay, it's a dad and his daughter, and then his son, and then a daughter, and then the wife, and then the old grandpa, his father, I think. And like they never leave the pond. And then they see like all these ducks like arrive to their pond, and they're like, we're going to Jamaica.
Oh.
And they're like, they're like, what? Like, he's like, no, we can't leave the pond. It's not safe. Like I said, I took the girls to see this movie, and it's like, dude, I feel like that dad. I feel like that daddy duck. Like, no, this is like this house,
Safe.
like behind the fence. No, this is where we stay. This is our pond. We don't go out. You know,
Yeah.
it's so unhealthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like to just be closed in.
I feel you on that. I definitely, I can remember relate to that. Excuse me. Doing that with my kids, like, we don't want to go there because, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, the one time that we do go, you know, like the state fair. State fair is always something going on out there.
Yeah.
Always. And, you know, you take the kids out and you're like, oh, you know, having a good time. And then all this chaos ensues and you're like, F this. I'm not ever coming back. So I've had those moments where it's like, damn, I don't want to be out because this stuff happens.
Yeah, it's not even worth it.
It's not worth it. So I was just like, let's not just not do that. So I don't go to the state fair for sure. I don't care how old we are. I'm not going to the state fair anymore.
Yeah. I think state fair is a lot. It's a lot of activity. It's just so many people too.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't really like going to crowded places like that either.
Yeah, it depends on how, like, what the say, like the carnival. You don't expect to be, you know, doing dumb stuff at the carnival.
Yeah.
Things like that. Like, yeah, stuff like that we'll go to, and we went to the movies, but, you know, like music festivals, stuff like that. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't do that anytime soon anymore.
Yeah.
I know that clip. Remember that clip you sent about
Yes.
the name is Bedros.
Yeah, Bedros.
Koulian podcast. Yeah, I wanted to, I guess, talk about that where he was saying about opposition, and how, I guess, we were talking about it yesterday, and how we kind of had that feeling of just opposition hitting us last week.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and just derailing us or trying to get us off course. And he was talking about how the systems, you know, the government system is trying to, you know.
That's what I meant about the system when we were talking the other day.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, it doesn't have to be the government per se,
Right.
but the legal system, the jail system,
Well, I really believe
the opposition.
I
like you
really
said.
believe there's a government in the spirit realm.
Yeah,
when
okay.
it comes to
Yeah.
satanic, demonic,
Yeah.
occultish.
Yes.
You
yes.
know, that's a whole system in itself, and I feel like it's out there, and it's always going after, you know, people overall, whether it's God's people or people in general. You know, there's systems that are in play where, like, all right, I got you now, and then you know, and they got people out here trying to do good. Then there's opposition there to try to get them to throw them off course as well. But you know, I wanted to just talk about a little bit how, you know, even though there's a system out here, I really believe our system is in our mind too. And,
Oh no, for sure.
you know, and
Yeah.
what we put in our system of our mind is like, what are you really putting in your system, in your own system?
Right.
You know, and because whatever you keep putting in there, eventually, you know, you're gonna see it come to fruition. You know, but I agree with a lot of things he was saying, and it was a really good podcast.
Yeah, it definitely struck some nerves. You're like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, no, we were relating a lot to what he was saying.
Yeah.
I think it definitely was.
Yeah, he's definitely a good podcaster. Or
Yeah.
I've seen some of his other stuff. You know, a lot of masculinity. So, you know, how to be a man,
Right.
things like that. I'm still trying to figure that out too. So it's just kind of like, oh, okay, you know, like really, I'm really soaking a lot of his information in.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He's the type of person that, like, he's the type of man that you strive to want to be like.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that because when I was listening to that, I was in the sauna. And I was in the steam room, and that's just my cousin. He's actually changing a motor out.
Oh, okay, cool.
Motor out of my truck. But yeah, man, like, I'm sorry, that kind of distracted me. But yeah,
you were in the sauna.
Oh yeah.
Well,
And no, yeah, I was just thinking because he was like talking about being jacked. He talks about being healthy and having a healthy body and having having your financials in order. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it makes you a powerful force. It makes you a dangerous force. You know what I mean to your opposition.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'll say to that too. Like he really, he was okay. What I've been feeling already and thinking. He like I said before. He kind of just affirmed what I was already feeling and thinking and. The things that I want to change in my life to become this person. Because I'll tell you what, another person that really, really inspired me before this guy, and it's one of the reasons why I am doing what I'm doing now as far as reading and listening to books, is Cat Williams. He was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, man. Cat
that dude,
Williams. Yeah.
Man, bro, that guy, he said that all he does is read.
Yeah.
Like, that's his whole life.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I'm thinking like, man,
he says it to the point where it's like I don't believe you, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
But once he starts talking, like, yeah, maybe he does,
bro,
because he knows a lot of stuff.
He's consistent in all his podcasts,
informed.
or even in his comedy, how his intellect,
Yes.
and his worldview and his comedy, bro. There's no like he can't be lying, bro, because. That guy is so different from any other comedian, any other person that I've ever listened to.
Yeah, he's very informed.
Yeah, and I like that about him. I
Yeah,
really like
that's the
that. I
word.
really like that about it. Like, he even stumped Joe Rogan, which says a lot, like, to me personally.
True.
And then he's like, Joe Rogan's like, I don't even know how to say anything to that from what he was saying. And he was saying so much things, bro, that really inspired me. Like, man, that's exactly how I want to be. Just like him. And I feel like he said that he gave me like a key, like all he does is read, and he gets books to match up to see and try and match up to see if they're saying the same thing around the same time, the history and the culture of things. I'm like, bro, I like that style of how you're teaching yourself. Like, that's exactly what I want, and that's what I'm working towards, bro. And it's because I feel like. That right there is that podcast really inspired me, bro, and that's how I've been feeling ever since. And I watched that like maybe a month ago. I don't even remember when it first came out.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm really working towards that, and I'm really like even just through prayer, meditation, and just really killing off a lot of my entertainment, bro, because I feel like entertainment in America is like. Stupid high,
skyrocketing,
stupid high, and not only that, for me, it's like nothing wrong with entertainment.
No, for sure. I feel you on that.
I really feel like, man, us as Americans spend way too much dang money on this entertainment stuff, and I feel like there's other things that are I really feel and believe are far more important, but my actions are not saying that in any shape or form because I love. The Cowboys as much as the next guy, or
scrolling on reels and shorts,
social media.
Yeah,
shorts and reels have been kicking my ass a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm it's like it made me realize too the other day, like, man, bro, there's like how cold I've been to. There's actually a war going, like 2 wars going on
for sure. Yeah,
in Israel and over here in Ukraine. I'm thinking like
there's so much other stuff that you could be watching and not even know anything about.
Yeah, and I'm cold to it, bro. I'm like, man, why am I so cold to this? Why do I not
out of touch?
Yeah, out of touch, and I'm like, I'm like so comfortable in my entertainment, and I'm like, man, there's a whole war going on right now, a couple of them, and I'm thinking like I'm even watching like some of the stuff that's coming out from this guy, and I guess he was from Hamas, and he's like, I think they call him the son of Hamas, who was all about it, the radicalness and killing off Israelites, and now he came on this side and realized like, man, we're like there's like the potential of causing war it was so real to him, and how starting a world war like could be so.
Oh, it's happening
in the midst and in the future
out there, yeah.
And it made me realize, like, man, our lives can change drastically.
Kidding.
In a split second, if it really wanted to.
Right. So here's I'm not trying to cut you off.
No, that was it.
I was at work this weekend, so we had the Blue Angels. Flying over. But see, by my job, they literally just.
It's right there. Building. Yeah, right there. But yeah.
So I was annoyed with the fact that, man, this is BS, man. This is,
yeah.
So annoyed, but then I just kind of saw a clip like, bombings and stuff, and then thinking about it like, well, I think I'd rather have them flying over peacefully
than being a threat.
Yeah. And being a threat. In that moment, it just my mentality just changed because I was like, freaking jets. I was getting annoyed because it was like every 10 minutes. And not just flyovers. It was like full speed, full thrusters, shaking the whole dang building and stuff. And I start seeing those clips on Saturday, like, oh, there's bombings and stuff going on, like crazy.
Yeah.
Made me appreciate those Blue Angels a little more than actually being in war, bombing.
It's like
fortunate, America.
Yeah,
Fortunate.
it's like you're over here annoyed about sound.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
And meanwhile, so and so and his family is like, I'm annoyed because they keep killing my family.
Yeah,
hospitals
I'm
are dying
because they're dropping bombs in my neighborhood.
War, man.
What?
It's a blood war out there.
We're babied by America.
Yeah.
We're babied by our
thankful
army.
Though, but
thanks to the people that serve.
For
what I mean?
sure.
Thank y'all so much.
Sure.
Appreciate it so
able
much.
to sit here and podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to the military. We wouldn't be
peace.
able to be doing this podcast peacefully if
there
was actual world war breaking out.
Right.
No, for real.
We would not be here at all. So it's like we're
and you know what I've experienced working at this restaurant is that like it's the young cats trip me out because like I met this dude. It was so cool, bro. His name was Z. Shout out to Z. I wonder if he'll ever see this. But Z was like, he's like 18 years old, 19 years old. Another girl too at my job. I wonder if she'll probably hear it. She says she checks it out sometimes. Little chick named Sarah and her sister's 19, just came back from the army.
Oh wow,
19 years old.
Wow.
And she's
Welcome
like,
back.
I think she's 17.
Shout out to them.
And she's gonna go into the army and be in the army. And Z just took off from this Mexican restaurant that I'm working at, Paloma Suerte. Shout out to Paloma.
Yeah, and one of my coworkers, her son actually just went to the Air Force yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
It's these young cats, man. That's like, it's crazy. It's like they're patriots.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
They're patriotic. It's like in them.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because for me, when I turned, like when I was 17, 18, I've always had like a warrior spirit. I wanted to be a Marine. Mm-hmm. I wanted to do it so badly, but I couldn't. I was limited because I'm not a citizen. Right? Come get me. Nah, they're gonna come. They're gonna come now.
The ops is coming.
I tried, but I failed their test.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was different. I sucked at math, so I was like,
really?
right.
Yeah, there's a math test?
Yeah.
Oh, I would think that you failed the mental exam.
I was in high school though, bro. And then I realized, like, man, I don't think I really want to go anyway. But that was one time.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Bro. It's like, I love being home.
Yeah.
I love being home. But it was something. It's kind of taking us to into the questions.
I was just gonna tell you, roll into it.
That I got from this book that I'm reading. I got the name. It's called Revelation Wellness by Elisa Keaton. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Mm-hmm. But it's a really good book. I've been enjoying it very much, and it's inspired me to want to ask some questions to you guys. And so it's cool because it's not just for our like physical well-being, but it's also for our spiritual well-being.
Cool.
So it go hand in hand, and the book kind of shares how they both coincide with each other and how important and valuable it is to feed both, and take care of both.
Cool.
So let's see here. The question: what type of things do you think that you are doing that keeps you guys from living a set apart lifestyle and a whole lifestyle? And that word "set apart" is can be another word for holy. Set apart and holy is what it means.
So what are we doing that's keeping us from living a wholesome life?
Yeah, what type of things that are you doing that is keeping you from living? Your spirit and your physical well-being. What type of things that?
The thing that stands out right now, probably lusting a little too much.
Lusting, like what? Food, women,
bro.
Food, okay. Physically,
yeah, and the food. Like I was mad at myself yesterday because I ate spaghetti.
Yeah.
Cause I was talking to my buddy outside, and he was just like, it's funny because hey, shout out to Mike because he's like, he hit me up and he's like, I feel like you're doing something bad. because he's like a brother. He's a brother in Christ.
Yeah.
He hit me up. He's like, just checking on you, bro. I'm just feel like you're not well. I was like, I feel like you're doing something. And I was like,
I'm eating spaghetti.
I was like, man. Well, yeah, I had some spaghetti. I'm really upset with myself because I was trying to concentrate because I went the whole day, dude, the whole day without eating nothing.
Right.
I was fasting.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, damn, it was
And that's
7.
what you broke it with.
7
the spaghetti.
p.m.
Yeah.
I broke it with my spaghetti, and I was like, damn. I was like, and he was like, well, if the worst thing that you've done today was eat spaghetti, then I think you're doing okay.
Yeah. But here, can I share this one thing with you?
Yeah.
So one thing I did find out, just once you start clicking on things, the other things pop up, fasting and all that stuff. So this lady, I don't remember the name of the doctor, but she's did some studies that you could pretty much. So what you want to do is start off with something green, so salad.
Okay.
Eat your salad first.
Okay.
And somehow that slows down your insulin spikes and stuff like that, and then eat whatever it is, the spaghetti. And
How would you elaborate on insulin?
so insulin is what your body produces to bring the sugar down
Okay.
to kind of help process it. So the insulin spikes is what causes the weight gain. So the more insulin spikes that you have, or the more insulin that you have to use to process all that sugar, that's what causes the weight gain and all that stuff. Causes the diabetes. So once you use your insulin up, and you use it all up, and there's no more in your body, that's why diabetes comes into place.
Yeah.
So it's not able to come in and reduce that sugar and get it out of your body.
Yeah.
So that's how you start weight gain. So if you have too much sugar and there's not enough insulin for it to,
Yeah, it's harder to lose weight.
right, it's harder to lose weight. You
That's
start storing the fat.
Interesting. Shout out to my cousin out there, Hector. I hope he sees this. That he hasn't drank a soda because he's diabetic, and he hasn't drank a soda in like 10 years.
Oh wow, that's pretty man. That's
and
cool.
like
That's strength right there, brother.
yeah, and it's like
I love me a Coke Zero.
yeah, and like he would
I
like
love all
he would
Cokes. All
say
dark Cokes.
He would say like, you know what I mean, like in the like before 12 p.m. he'd already finished a whole damn 2 liter probably by himself.
Wow.
But that's how I was too.
Right.
You know what I'm
That was
saying?
kind of
Like-
like water.
Yeah,
For you,
yeah. Like that's how I stay hydrated. That's how I was, bro. And I'm honestly a little bit afraid to find out if I'm diabetic because I feel like I am. Because isn't one of the symptoms like feels like sharp needles at the bottom of your feet?
Oh yes.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel that.
yes,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been feeling that.
It's not good.
All
I know,
right.
I know, but
Hey, let me push pause real quick because I gotta do a quick call for work.
that's cool. I actually gotta
Gonna pee.
use the restroom too.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys, we're back. We had to take a quick break.
Guess
Yes,
who's
sir.
back?
So the question I want to repeat, just so we can get into the question again. What type of things do you think that you are doing that keeps you guys from living a set apart lifestyle and a whole lifestyle? You know, Jairo, you
Scrolling.
okay?
Tuh.
Too much
Right.
scrolling.
I'm over. Yeah, I'm scrolling too much, dude. Especially, yeah, man, just scrolling videos over and over. But because every now and then I come across some gems. When shout out to Andrew Tate, Top G.
Oh yeah.
Going,
No, there's some good stuff out there though.
there's a couple of times I run into some pretty cool stuff. You know what I mean? But it's just a lot of it's nonsense. A lot of wasting time when I could be studying the Bible. When I could be listening to Mr. Michael Todd, Pastor Michael Todd instead. Growing my spirit. It's odd, right? Because daily I'll tune into Michael Todd and like I'll catch myself 20 minutes in. It's just like, damn, I haven't caught a word of what he's saying. You know what I mean? And then I'll try. Oh man, I gotta find his freaking name, dude. He's the guy that looks like him
from Logan Paul. What's his name?
Yeah.
he was. With
Dude,
Logan
he
Paul.
looks just like this guy.
Oh,
forgot.
yeah.
I forget his
It
name.
looks that's like your what do they call it, doppelganger?
Doppelganger.
Dude,
You know who he
that's
reminds
his
me of too?
doppelganger.
Every time I see him on the court, like that looks like my bro,
Yeah.
Luka Doncic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you got the
Oh.
same like.
Oh, the hair. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Okay, so I guess what's one thing you mentioned like more of at least reading the Bible or something.
Yeah,
like that
man.
Can replace.
Like listen to my hear the Bible on audio
Yeah.
at least, dude. Or
Yeah.
because this shout out to homegirl was like kind of like Cause she even asked me, cause I already got this phone, and she asked me, what kind of Bible app, how do you read the Bible? Do you read it? Do you read the actual book, or do you, listen to it? I'm like, dang, like I gotta be honest, like I don't really dive into reading it like I should, and it's kind of like it kind of made me self-evaluate, like dang, I kind of only just depend on Pastor Michael Todd to just be in his sermon, and then he throws those scriptures out there, and then I kind of meditate on those scriptures. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't go as far as to read the Bible, and that's not really cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why I wanted to start, another gym that she gave me is journaling. You know what I mean? Like writing them down. Like this one, I just wrote this one down. Actually, you know what? Might as well bring it up now, right? So this is the one for the day. It's Matthew 6:33, right? It's seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things will be provided for you. Therefore, don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. So that's today's. A good verse. That's today's. That's a good verse. And I wanna actually let that marinate and remember that it's that it's Matthew 6:33, and just because I have a horrible memory. Yeah. I suck at bringing up scripture, dude. I suck at it. You know what I mean? I want to get good at that. Yeah. I want to get good at that.
Yeah, I'm like a concordance. I only know like the phrases. And I have to kind of type it in to look it up.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, man, I want to be better about that. I feel like that's what's keeping me from living a more wholesome life. The lack of reading my Bible. The lack of being in the Word constantly.
What are you, Ray?
Man, I think family, bro. Like my family's a little broken right now. I feel like there's just some weird divide. We're trying to just figure out. Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of what's keeping me from being whole right now. Is just like the family. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. Kind of a weird place we're at right now. Yeah. But I know it's going to be something that we could work through, and
for sure.
And it's going to be something that time's going to fix. Yeah. So, dang fly. That's where I'm at. That's keeping me from being whole, and lack of church for me. And I don't really think you have to be, go to church to be, to believe in Christ and
right,
worship Him.
Right.
But I think church is kind of an important thing for that's not making me whole. What about you?
Well, I think I'm gonna have to ask reread my question. Okay, what type of things do you think that you are doing that keeps you guys from living a set apart lifestyle and whole lifestyle? So I know I kind of touched on it earlier of entertainment, too much entertainment, too much TV. When I could be, listen to my audibles, and I've been working on doing that, listening to my audibles, and just lack of spending more quality time with my family. Just being present. Still working on that, and it's not perfect, but I'm still doing little things here and there just to be there for Jedi and my praise, and even with Jedi, he's like in a whole, I don't know, it's like I do my best to connect with him, and it's just like I ask him questions about school or this, and he's just like gives me whatever answer, and I'm like, okay, this is really challenging. And
so let me ask you this question. So do you remember being a kid and kind of distributing the same things that he's doing?
I don't, bro. I don't. My memory doesn't go that far. At least he's 5. We're about to be 5.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that you have to remember when he was 5, but like when you were just a kid, do you remember how you were, or how you your thought process on things? And
I don't, bro. I don't remember. I mean, I think I know I was shy. I knew that. I didn't talk to people. I tried to avoid.
Yeah.
I avoided talking to adults.
Right.
But I mean, you know, and I ask him questions just to kind of get in his world. Like, you know, what kind of silly joke did you and your friends talk about today at school? And then sometimes he'll tell me, and I'm like surprised, like, oh snap, he actually remembered. And then sometimes it's just like he just says a random thing, and I'm like, okay. So it's like I'm trying to get to his level,
right? And
at the same time be patient, but at the same time my desire is to connect with my son, or you know, with Praise Me and Praise have no problem connecting. She doesn't
have a problem connecting with anybody.
Anybody, exactly. Yeah. So with Jedi, it's just like he tends to flock closer to Grace, to his mom, and it's like, okay. So it's like whenever that happens, and I you know, ask one or two questions, and just gives me that whatever answer, I'm like, all right, let me go over here, and then just do whatever around the house, or you know, and then sometimes random, he'll just come and talk to me,
right,
and just kind of just spiel, and I'm like, interesting.
Right.
And I'm just listening. I mean, just do my best to enjoy it without being distracted by the TV or whatever. Right. And then I'm like, well. And it always seems to be at the moments whenever I'm distracted by TV. Dang. And I'm like, dang.
He brings you back.
Yeah. And I'm like, all right, let me
snap back to reality.
So I press pause or whatever, and I just, excuse me, and I just listen to him. And it was just, he's like, oh, can we go outside? I'm like, oh.
There's something about like that, right?
Stuff like that, you know, and I'm like, God. And then I'll go out for try to do for 5 minutes or whatever. Or, you know, sometimes when I'm feeling really good, I'm like, all right, let's go to the park, you know, but just working on being more consistent in those ways. And
right.
But it's never perfect. Never perfect. So I know that for sure. And, you know, I guess like I've shared too, like, you know, just listen to my audibles rather than watching TV. And then obviously like prayer, meditation is been helping me to be able to, I guess, have a more quality podcast. But I've noticed it's not just here, it's outside. Like when I do talk to people, I feel the difference in like the quality of our conversation is like more vibrant.
Yeah, because you're in the game.
Yeah, and it just seems more easier for me personally. Like when I talk to my customers, it just seems like, bro, I was never that person. I was just like, I'm here, wash your windows. Hi, how you doing? Bye.
Oh, you didn't even talk to them about their day? You're like,
unless they were the talkative type.
Yeah.
But if they weren't, we weren't really saying much. I'm just in your house watching, a few icebreakers here and there. But now I'm noticing like I'm actually intentionally engaging and without waiting this time, you know?
Right.
But I've things like that have noticed in my communication has come different. But yeah. So I think another one was the tedious work, finding enjoyment in the tedious work. Like, you know, for example, like when instead of I might have shared this before, but when I'm sitting on the toilet or something, I got my clips. All right, going through the clips like crazy, whatever. And I'm there. I'm there for 30, 40 minutes, bro.
After you're already done. Like,
what clips? What clips?
Clips, you know, like YouTube clips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And just whatever. If I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling, bro, and like, I'll be like, man, bro, I was literally here for like 30 minutes.
I honestly, like, I think I took them off my feed.
What?
The clips?
Oh, that's good.
Huh. Yeah. So, because sometimes you just find some BS on there, and it's like, what does this have to do with what I watch?
Yeah. I like my algorithm though. I see a lot of all of a sudden now I see a lot of nothing but like mostly God stuff.
Yeah.
God stuff, Christ stuff, and then it's
good.
either it's God stuff or gym rat stuff.
Yeah. Or you know what I don't like?
And some funny
is
stuff.
Freaking X, Twitter.
Oh, that's horrible. That's
dude.
Bad.
That is like
basically
unfiltered.
It's basically like, porn.
Oh, well, okay. So that's where your algorithm comes in. So if you click on one thing, it's gonna start showing you all that. Mine is like freaking people fighting. This one I saw. Bro, I don't even want to talk about it. I guess I'll talk about it since I brought it up. It literally just open it up and it's right there. I'm like, what's the problem? Like, wait till the end to see what happens.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like watching, and it's this. I don't know if it's a country town or whatever. It's a town, it's a suburb or somewhere. So there's this altercation going on with this man, older white man, with like a utility truck. The white man pulls out a gun. I think he even shoots at the person.
Damn.
That person backs up and out of frame and like, oh, okay, I guess it's over. That truck comes back. runs that guy over. That guy shows that
bro.
guy flying up in like 15
Space.
feet air and just I don't know, dude. It was like,
Dang.
what the hell did I just watch?
Yeah.
And I'm like scrolling a little further, and there's like more of the same video. I'm like,
Wow.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, bro.
Yeah.
And of course, yeah, there is some porn on there. You're like, what the hell, man?
That's because of the female. I'm glad that you came back to that because it's certain females that are on there, and
Well, I heard the people.
like it's just like if you got dude, I have you filtering out my Facebook constantly. It's getting better because even
Yeah,
I have like a certain a girl that friended me or I friended her, whatever, blah blah blah. And then she's like got OnlyFans and she's like a prostitute. Like
She's
damn,
promoting
dude, like
her, promoting
like-
her stuff,
Her web stuff.
bro, like I've
That's
noticed
another
I've
thing.
noticed lately that like women have been under attack and they are losing. Y'all are losing the battle. I'm sorry, you know what I mean?
far
Not
as
to
what?
not to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
so masculinity and
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
crap, because I'm a feminist, I believe in all that equal rights stuff and everything, of course. But it's just like I feel like women are losing the battle when it comes to that Jezebel spirit. Like that's on y'all.
They
It's
feel
on
like-
y'all and in y'all and all around you, and y'all can't seem to just wake up, get out of there. You know what I mean?
They feel like
You
it's
saying?
easy money for them.
Yeah,
and
easy
it's,
money.
All I gotta do is this.
Yeah.
You don't realize like it's
Everybody seems to be sexually desensitized. It's like it's tragic.
Yeah.
It's tragic. It scares me. That's what I mean by like it scares me raising my twin daughters
Oh my
into this
gosh,
damn
they
world,
don't
dude.
even- Yeah.
It scares the hell out of me. You know what I mean? Like dang. Like well, I gotta protect my babies from y'all.
Yeah.
Not
for sure.
from nobody in general, like females in general. Like sure, y'all do y'all, but it's just like I need my babies to. That's why I kind of sometimes lose sight of this. I got to continue to press on and be and just be a godly man and a God fearing man, so that my girls end up growing up to be God fearing women too. Women that follow scripture, that know scripture, that as for me and my house, we'll serve the Lord. You know what I mean? Like I need y'all to I need y'all to just be close with Jesus. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, man, I don't want them to become a statistic or victim. You know what I mean? I just can't have that, man. I'm trying to do everything in my power to prevent that, showing them how to pray. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I believe it's just instilling those values, man. And
Yeah, I
it's
feel like
while
that's,
they're young.
Yeah.
While they're young, because eventually somebody else is going to teach them.
brainwash them.
Speaking of that,
Try to brainwash them.
while they're young, I mean that young's gonna go away eventually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
what are you gonna do after that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be too late.
Yeah.
Huh.
So it's one of those deals. Like, man, it's never.
It's a
It's
cycle.
not a winning battle at all, man. Somebody's making a lot of money off of it too. So that's the sad part about it. So
Yeah.
Anyway, what else you got? You got another question?
Yeah. Let me see. So maybe you can look up this Bible verse or somebody. Let me see. It's in Genesis 1:27. You don't got your phone, do you?
No, I'll put my phone away.
Let me look it up. I'm gonna share this scripture first before.
how would you even look it up?
You go to Bible Hub, or at least that's where I go, and then on the very top there's an icon. Genesis 1:27. And I'm gonna read through New Living Translation. It says, "So God created human beings in His own image. In the image of God created them, male and female. He created them." So, with that said, the question I want to ask you guys is, if we were created in the image of God, what does your image say about God?
What does your image say about God?
Yeah,
Like the way you act, the way you treat people?
your image and likeness. So I'll share first.
Yeah.
That he's 5'3" and it's got some weight issues.
That little pudgy.
A little pudgy. Yeah.
No, yeah, that's
That's
yeah, no, that's
What does that say about your creator?
right, right.
He's
So okay, I know I'll go first.
got a
Like,
problem with sugar.
okay, I think what I put is I know my physical, like exactly what
Yeah.
you said. My physicality, I don't think he would really look like physically wise,
Yeah.
like me, I think he would look like a
Jacked.
more toned up, jacked, ripped, whatever.
with
and that
with a
nice, good
bomb
looking
beard.
beard.
With zero body fat.
Right, 0 point. And that's what I think of, because like how like there's imagery of like the gods,
Yeah.
and they're all like Zeus was all
yeah. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Like he'll be like Zeus.
yeah, and
just all
exactly,
jacked
and it just kind of just yoked.
Shredded.
And I remember even having a vision.
Majestic.
I remember having a vision like of like seeing like God and Jesus, and all I seen was just like God was revealing His strength to me, and I took it as physical strength, but also not just that. Just it was spiritual strength, emotional strength, mental strength, whatever you want to call it. He's just yoked, and I was just like super impressed. Like all I could think about was like, man, they look like the Greek gods, like. And I don't know if anybody's ever seen the images, but
Yeah,
it
like
just
in 300 and stuff.
right. That and like just on the walls in general, like
Yeah.
it just
Yeah,
looked like
just yeah.
like Hercules and all just yoked up, man. And
Yeah.
but I think like for me, bro, like if I guess to put it in like
Simple terms.
yeah, but like to put like I guess to put the vision there is like, even though I don't look like that physically, I really believe that my spirit man is super jacked and yoked, because
Right.
God lives in me. That's what I just believe. God lives in me, and He's the one that's just Arnold Schwarzenegger walking around in me, and it's like that's just what I believe about God. It's like He's super strong in that way.
Yeah.
And He carries me a lot of times through some things that I can't. It's difficult for me to get through. And the only reason why I'm here is because of God's strength. And that's what I've relied upon and experienced for myself. But that's my personal, but I think about the question of
Cool.
image and likeness.
All right.
So
Image and likeness. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That one kind of gets me at a loss for words. I would like to think that like the Holy Spirit, when I pray for the Holy Spirit and I have the Holy Spirit, like right now, the Holy Spirit right here is with me. It dwells with me. It's like the same way that demons and, anything unclean can't even be in your presence. Like, can't tempt you. Like, I kind of referred to like whenever Jesus is fasting, and he's like, and then the devil comes to tempt him. Like, hey, you're hungry, and turn those rocks to bread then. And he tells them, thou shalt not tempt the Lord. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. For it is written, right? Mm-hmm. Man, I want to kind of, I want to study up on that scenario.
Right.
Whenever he's like, I think it's because it was after like 40 days, right?
Yeah.
Like he's been in the desert.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then he brings him to like a high mountaintop. The devil brings Jesus up to a high mountaintop, and he's like, you see all those, all the city and all the riches in it? Yeah. Like, I'll give you that.
The glory of it.
I'll give you all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you would just kneel to me. You know what I mean? And just like, nah, like away from me, Satan. Yeah. Get away from me. Like you can't even stand in my presence. Like you're not even allowed around me, boy. You know what I mean? Like you're nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and I love that. And I feel like as long as I have the Holy Spirit, because I feel like Jesus Christ, right? Because Jesus Christ, God, it's the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. As long as I got the Holy Spirit, it's just like, man, y'all can't shake me. Y'all can't shake me. Any temptation can come to me. It's like, I'm not gonna fall to it. I'm not gonna fall victim to you know what I mean, to fall into temptation. You know what I mean? And I've always kind of had this, because how people say, nobody's perfect. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. I feel like that's just such an excuse. I feel like that saying, I feel like people need to stop saying that, because it just gives people an excuse to be like, oh, don't worry. Don't be so hard on yourself. Nobody's perfect. Actually, you can walk perfect in a whole day.
You can.
I want to ask you something. Do you think that you could go through a full day without sinning in that whole 24 hours?
I believe it.
That's my point that I'm trying to make. Yeah. It's just like you can walk actually righteous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that saying from Friday Night Lights? Can you be perfect?
Right.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Like righteous conscience instead of sin conscience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in you can walk righteously before God.
Like walk with your flesh defeated.
Right.
Like my flesh, I can defeat my flesh.
Right.
I can resist temptation.
Yeah.
Walk
I
that
believe
walk.
it. I believe it. But it's good to be lowly and humble because
Right, of course, because you're still gonna fall.
Right, we screw up anyways. Even if we have the perfect day, maybe in God's eyes, like, oh, there was a little slip there, but
Yeah,
I'm not gonna beat you up for it, you know. But
Yeah.
we tend to beat ourselves up more than what God will, you know,
yeah,
even correct us on.
yeah.
And like I feel like human beings don't give themselves
Enough credit.
enough grace.
Oh, enough grace.
Enough room to screw up, but also still learn. It's like even for me, I know I've had those times where Jedi just does something and it's just frustrating. Like Jedi, I snap on him. Like God, you know that it's there, and I'm like, man, Edward, chill the heck out, bro. Like God doesn't do that to me, bro.
I'm sorry,
like
bro,
he
that's just
doesn't
funny,
he doesn't
man.
like snaps at me like
Yeah.
you're not perfect. He doesn't throw that in my face. It's
Yeah.
like, and I do it to my son. It's like, bro, I hate that. I hate that when I do that. And I'm like, oh, God, help me with this. I'm always like, God, please tell me to stop being this way. Because this perfectionism is like, it can just get it right, be perfect. And it's like, when it's not a little bit off, it's like, oh, man, I can
It's just like
I can discourage my son.
Yeah.
Even though he's like, he's 5, bro.
Yeah,
So
he
it's like,
deserves some mercy.
yeah, and I'm like, sometimes I realize, like, bro, man, goodness
Like
gracious,
be merciful,
Edward.
like your God's merciful.
Like, yeah, so I have, and there's times where I just like, Edward, you know.
Tone it down a bit.
Yeah, and I've gotten better because I know I used to beat myself up about it. Like, Edward, you cuss myself out, you know, and
Yeah.
like, Edward, but that wouldn't help me neither. That would, you know, that wouldn't help at all. But I've learned to where, like, okay, I'm like relying on God to help me to get better in that moment. But I'm all out of questions, guys. I don't know if y'all want to get into anything else,
Actually had one.
or if you
that I
had
think-
anything else to say. Ray.
Shout out to RIP to Nipsey Hussle
Nipsey Hussle.
because
He said, "Would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at war with the world and at peace with yourself?" So I feel like I got to repeat it. Would you rather be at war with yourself and at peace with the world, or at war with the world and at peace with yourself? See, right now I feel like I'm at war with the world. I'm shunning the world, you know. You know, if you love the things, if you love the world and you love the things that are in it, the love of the Father is not in them, right? And it's like, but I'm at peace with myself. But I'm at war with this world. I'm at war with it. It's just like, you know, the temptation in it, the lust that's in it, the pride that's in me. You know what I mean? You know, I'm at war with that. I'm at war with all these things, you know. But I'm at peace when I'm here in my home. Even out there, I'm at peace with myself. But I'm at constant war because I'm constantly like resisting. You know what I mean? Like, get away from me.
That alone is a image and a likeness that you're describing.
Yeah.
There's an image and a likeness that's trying to press itself upon you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just going back to what we were talking about.
You're kind of fading away on the mic.
Like, so image and likeness, like that's a whole culture of something, and that's trying to impress you with becoming like what they're forcing down your throat.
I'm kind of not grasping all the way what you're saying, but I kind of am.
Like not understanding.
Like you to elaborate a little bit more on exactly what you're saying. 'Cause...
So image and likeness, right? Our goal as Christians is to be like God.
Right.
To be
like Christ.
Him. To look, you know, obviously feel physically fit, not even look all buff, but to feel and look physically fit, but also our spirit man being physically fit, to look like God, to be like God, to resemble God.
Right.
And there's another world that is trying to get you to look like their God. Hence the devil. Right. His way, his image, pride this, pride that. There's a whole image, there's a whole culture around it, bro. And it's the opposite of what God wants. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that I just wanted to share
that fleshly life and fleshly desires.
Yeah, it's destructive. It's quick, destructive. There's so much, like, cause you know we were in it, bro. We were doing that lifestyle where we just wanted everything quick, you know, and But I mean, I can go in more into that.
Yeah, and you know, my mind goes to like, you know, the pharaohs. How the pharaohs used to be all. I had a buddy yesterday.
Yeah.
You know, a buddy yesterday, like kind of like, you know, he's like, hey man, like, look at this jewelry, like look at this ring on this I could show me his phone, like look at this ring, like it has a cross on it. Oh man, that's dope. And when I looked at it, I was just like, I'm not really into jewelry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've never been into jewelry, not just because of the fact that like, because my mom, she loves gold.
Yeah.
She loves gold. She really does. She really does.
Yeah.
And she's always decked out. Like, bro, almost every finger is like golded out.
Right.
And I'm literally allergic to jewelry. It's crazy.
Dang.
Sucks.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
even gold?
It sucks,
like
dude. I
full
can't
on
even wear a
crazy.
golden chain.
Silver?
Everything. But anyways, my point
That's
is just
crazy.
like, you know, it's just funny because like, you know, these rappers nowadays, you know, it's just like, they're almost like pharaohs, dude. I never even really thought about it till just now. It's like coming to me. It's like, you think about that dude. What is that dude's name? Pity the Fool.
Pity the Fool.
Dang it.
I pity the fool.
forget his name.
Arnold.
No.
Oh,
Mr.
T.
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 No, I'm
You know,
thinking-
he'd wear all
I'm
those
thinking
chains.
I'm thinking of Different Strokes kid.
But you know,
you
he'd
say
wear all the
Willis?
chains. He'd
Which
wear
one, Willis?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And he'd wear all those chains, and it's just like, damn, you look like a
Yeah.
pharaoh. But
Yeah.
what my point is, like, you see all the rappers on the videos, you know, they're wearing all these chains, and people glorify that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like I ain't,
Image, bro.
I feel like I ain't nothing without a. Shout out to
Jewelry.
the Cray. You know, I feeling like I'm a, you know, God had to give light. God had to give light to a fallible man. You know what I mean? You know, I feel because as a youngster, I used to feel less because I didn't have a piece of land. You know what I mean? And it's just I feel like less because I can't afford that cool piece of jewelry. I'm not like these pharaohs that are out there that are all like they have everything. You know what I mean? And it's just like we all. It's like I've seen like seems like everybody like glorifies that.
Yeah.
Like everybody glorifies that guy with that seems to have everything.
Cars,
That is so
mansions,
weird,
everything.
right? Like, you know, of course, all of us growing up, like, oh, that's so cool to have all that.
Yeah.
And at one point, yeah, we all strived to like
get it.
get that. And after a while, you start, you know, becoming a little more woke, and you're like, that's
Unnecessary?
Unnecessary.
Uh-huh.
I don't care for all
Yeah,
that.
you don't need to. You don't need all that
the
to
name
be
brand. I don't need the you know,
to
the
be a
look-
man,
The look to be, you know,
fulfilled or to be a man.
right.
And that reminds me of rappers, even like the rappers who first started out and growing into be older men.
Yeah.
They said like how stupid they were when it comes to buying jewelry.
Bro.
To the point where we're almost going bankrupt. And now like even Nas, I think Nas talked about how like now he's investing. Nobody
Yeah.
taught him about investing. Like
Right.
first it was all about
Let me go get the-
necklaces,
let me go
the
get the
cars,
piece.
the
Glamour.
hoes,
Glamour.
the women, you know.
Yeah.
All that. That's what they glorified. But then he later on realized like, yeah, I shouldn't have spent none of my money on that. She should have been investing.
Building, yeah,
You know,
building wealth.
right. And that's what his shift happened whenever he started seeing other people that were super rich. Apparently, you know, I think even Shaq talked about it. How
Yo, Shaq was one of the ones.
Yeah.
Man, Shaq is I want to
entrepreneur.
say maybe even a billionaire just because
Really?
of investments and stuff.
I would believe that.
So I think he bought not Jimmy John's, the pizza place.
Papa John's?
Papa John's.
Really?
Yeah.
That's why he's in a lot of the commercials. He's like a big stakeholder.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, that general
and the
commercial
general,
insurance. He's an entrepreneur, man. He's a
I
big
listened
time.
to some talks with him. If you ever get a chance to
Yeah.
watch any of his talks,
I
like on
Shaq.
podcasts and stuff, check him out.
I like
'Cause
Oh,
Shaq.
really?
Shaq's funny. He's funny. to
he's
me.
funny, and he's same way. He didn't think about like, you know, spending all this money on this. He like
Cars.
no, go buy this for my mom. You know, he was like a real mama's boy too. So he took care of his mom.
Cool.
Um,
Kevin
yeah,
Hart.
but-
Kevin Hart speaks a lot about that too.
Taking care of his mom.
No,
No,
he
like
just
not-
talks about like
Yeah,
you know,
because you really don't see him like wearing all these big old pieces.
No. Yeah.
He wears jewelry, but
Oh,
not
he
like
got
that.
nice
but-
watch. I've seen some nice watches on him.
I do. I am a fan of watches. But if I were to have money, I would definitely want a Rolex. That'd
yeah.
probably be the only thing.
yeah, yeah.
Just because
that's just a thing
That's just a thing. Yeah.
for me, at least.
Yeah. But not because I want to be like, oh, check out my Rolex.
yeah,
It's just something that I can pass down to
Cool, bro.
through my family.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's like a heirloom.
yeah. Exactly. That's
Heirloom.
exactly what I was taking it as.
family heirloom.
Because I don't even like watches neither. I like digital.
Yeah.
That's my thing. I don't know why. I just like digital
No,
watches.
I got some watches at home that I don't even wear anymore because of this one.
Bro, people have gifted me so many watches, nice watches, bro. I just they're in a drawer.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't pull
Let me
them
have
out.
one.
I've actually given them away.
Right.
I don't have any
Let me
more.
get one of those.
But no, yeah, they were brand new, bro. People would give me brand new watches.
They seem to be obsolete now.
Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
Like the regular wind up watches. I mean, I was like, oh, I gotta have me a nice watch.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I would have a nice watch, and I had one that was solar powered. So every time you go in the sun, it charges up, and it was a nice piece. And it stopped working. I just put it away. Started getting these digital ones. Got an Apple Watch. Hated the battery life on that.
Yeah.
This one right here, at least 2 weeks. Right now, I got to charge it because it's got no batteries on there. But it still lasts me another couple of 2 days. 2 days before it dies. And I just charge it up for like an hour or two, and it's good for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And there's a solar powered version of
cool.
this.
I didn't even know they had solar.
When I first got it, it wasn't available. Now it's available.
Solar? Oh, that's cool.
So yeah. Anyways, but that's probably my only thing that I would care to strive for is to get one of a Rolex.
Yeah.
And it might be in a case because I might be wearing this one anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But just for like a nice events and weddings, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Like
for sure, man.
Pull it out.
That's a good thing to have, a good goal. Just to flex, not even flex, but just it's like when you get something like I don't know if y'all.
It's a manly piece.
I don't know if
like
y'all have this like I don't know because like for you said it's watch, but like do you have like a specific thing that you want to have that's really expensive and nice?
I like that question.
It's more so like when you get it, it's like it's almost a sense of like accomplishment. Like,
I like that.
I hit a certain peak of
pinnacle
of my life when it comes to wealth. It's like I feel like I can get that and I'll still be good. Like I know you said like for instance, as an example, I don't know if that's something you would still go with as far as a Rolex.
If I was like I just have money to I'll have it. But yeah, I mean, if it's something that's gonna like improve my life and that it is expensive, yeah, maybe, but I don't know what it would be.
I think a Rolex is a good start. But I mean, obviously, if we had more thought, put more thought into it, we could definitely.
So I've heard all these other rich people, and I listen to these other podcasts. First Million, and one of the things that they talked about is like when they've already made it, so they've got all this money, and the thing that one of them said is having a cook, on staff chef.
Yeah, bro, that would be freaking awesome.
And like not having to think about like, oh, what am I gonna make? Like that's one of the stresses. Like, what do we need to make for dinner today? Like, oh, I gotta go get the stuff. Or like, just tell your chef, hey, I'm in the mood for blah blah blah. Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
I know that's a good one. For me,
lasagna. Now, it's all bougie.
Especially if you're like trying to watch what you eat. Mm-hmm. You have specific things that you like, hey, just make me this, and boom,
have it ready.
Nice. That sounds so harsh, bro.
Nice
it's funny.
Meal.
It's making me laugh my ass off right now, bro. Because I can imagine me, bro. Just if I was a rich snob, like, hey, lobster now. Hey, can you make some? You know what I mean? Make some corn dogs, but I want chicken in the middle. I want just corn give them the most outlandish request, like the craziest requests. You know what I mean?
Cheetos with cheese.
This fool would have like a damn cheese fountain. I can imagine this,
just
bro.
Having money just for the heck of it. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah. What would yours be?
Oh yeah. So, bro, for me, like, I think one of the things that will make me realize is like, or I feel like I hit an accomplishment or pinnacle, like Jairo was saying, is this has always been a dream of mine, is have family and friends, however many people are willing to go for 2 weeks, take them to an island or somewhere near a nice beach and rent out a home that fits us all and it has enough room for us to live in for 2 weeks as a
Yeah.
family,
Okay.
and have like and just have a party, like celebrate life, and just enjoy wherever we're at in the house, or just for 2 weeks. We're just at the house chilling,
Like a retreat.
right?
Family retreat.
And it's as long as we're next to a beach, bro. Like where I can hear
Water, yeah.
the water and the waves and the wind and the birds and the people.
Seagulls.
And yeah, I just want to be in the backyard grilling with a nice little unbuttoned shirt, just my nice swim shorts.
Unbuttoned
walking. If I really
Hawaiian
wanted to
shirt.
walk towards the beach, I could. Or if I would like a nice pool there too, that would be cool. For me, that would be like that's a dream.
I've seen something like that at Destin,
Where?
Destin, Florida.
Yeah, so I'm saying, man, somewhere was really nice, just where
Yeah,
I can
when
enjoy
we
time.
were walking down towards the beach. We were maybe like 2 blocks away from the beach, and the house that was literally right at the beach had all that you were talking
Bro.
about. It was like 2-story house, had a pool. Every time we would walk to the beach, it's like, dang man, this is a nice little setup. Like,
And I want live music. I want like a DJ there, bro. We're just
no, live music's a band.
Oh, not a live DJ.
Yeah, it's a different-
or
yeah.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
a DJ, bro. Somebody that plays good music.
Yeah.
Just
Or
and
just invite
wear-
Ray with some turntables.
bro.
Nah, 'cause
I want to
I'm
start.
trying to
No,
adjust.
I want to. That's work for Ray. So
That's
I
another
want-
thing I've been learning to do is like people are like, oh Ray, I want you to DJ my thing. Like, bro, I'd rather attend your thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I'd
get
rather
that.
attend your thing.
It's more so work.
Yeah,
It's work, bro.
Yeah,
it's like, I don't want to work while I'm having
I
fun.
want to be present in
Right.
your like thing and stuff. And some things I'm just like, nah, bro, I'm good.
I'm good. Yeah, that's understandable. But
Yeah.
definitely, that's a long a dream that I've been dreaming about, bro. And where we don't gotta work, and I want to pay for everything. I want to pay for everything. I don't want nobody to worry about nothing. Just pull up, just show up, just be on the plane, and get there, leave when you need,
That's a nice one right there.
and that's it. That's it, bro.
Jairo?
I'm just I'm over here laughing because I'm
Just
thinking
think
about
about that chef
Just
over
to think
here.
about the
I'm
chef.
over here laughing.
I think I'm with the chef.
no, because you said you would want a chef. I would want an on-call DJ. It'd be like, hey DJ, play me this. All right, got you.
Just to hit play on your Spotify.
Yeah, like hey, you know what? I want to hear Dear Mama now.
Dear Mama.
Hit it. And then boom, and just have it blasting everywhere. Like, okay, cool. All right, I want to hear some Lecrae. Cut that off. I want to hear some Lecrae now.
Oh man, you'd be the worst.
Yeah.
You'd be the worst request guy.
Dude, I go,
Bro.
I'm that guy where it's like, play me some George Strait. All right, now play me some NWA. All right,
Damn.
you know what I mean. Now play me
Yeah,
some
he's-
Christian rap.
bro.
All right, now play me some Tom Jones. All right,
bro.
Tom Jones.
Now play me some Taylor Swift.
If you ever,
I want to hear Firework.
if you
wanna
ever
hear Firework
gives
now.
you a ride, bro, this guy's
Wow.
Now Kurt
It's like
Cobain.
super,
hit it.
super shuffle.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like, all
I'm
right,
like,
now I need to hear
golly,
Red Hot
Jairo,
Chili
let-
Peppers. All
Let
right,
the
Red
song
Hot Chili
play all the
Peppers.
way through.
Yeah.
We've always got into it. Where
Oh,
you're like,
you
bro,
change it like in the middle of the song?
Yeah, like,
Sometimes
you get
when I
tired
get
of it.
excited,
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
get
yeah.
excited, I'm just like, shit, I want to hear some Kiss.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you don't even let the song play all the way through, but it's consistent. Doesn't let you listen to one whole song the whole time, bro.
You're like, dude.
That was my weed.
I told him like, Jairo, you should have been a DJ, bro.
That's my weed days. Hey, I got really good at it whenever I downloaded this app on.
Yeah, he was.
Dude, I was like
working
chopping,
it.
screwing music. I'm a natural born DJ, but I just don't do it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you could still be a DJ,
I'm
bro.
good at
I
scratching
still
and
don't
like
get
mixing.
chopped and screwed.
You don't get it? I don't get
I
it
still
either.
don't
I don't
get
know how they do it.
What do you mean you don't get it? Like you don't like it? You don't get why people like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like because the voice
It
is just
depends.
deeper.
It's,
But this
yeah,
is whenever I was in a depressing.
Yeah, but
state.
also the lean was a lot of the factor
Yeah.
too to that music. So
Sir.
when you're drinking that stuff and I guess you feel that way, you're like, a drooling zombie, and the music's kind of set to your vibe.
Yeah.
A drooling zombie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never got it. I mean, as just like a DJ, like I'm not playing that shit.
Yeah.
Like I want the opposite of that. I want more
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, you're more upbeat,
Yeah.
more upbeat stuff. So I had a real quick question. I'd be thinking about this because Are you striving to be old and jacked, old and healthy to live longer? Because I ain't gonna lie, dude. Whenever I come across like old dudes that are like jacked, it's like, damn, dude, I admire that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, you're
Yes.
old and you're swole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to strive for that, and I'm, of course, now that you once you get older, you start losing muscle. When you start losing that muscle, you start losing mobility.
True.
Yeah.
You start, not mobilizing, then you're pretty much.
I feel like that's already happening.
What does
to
a
me.
sick? What does a sick dog do?
Go to the side and die. Die off.
Yeah,
Just
that's it.
sits still, lays down,
Yeah.
just dies.
Just dies.
Die slowly.
So that's kind of what I want to avoid. I don't want to sit still and
Die off.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it a thing, to like be more in my health that way, like work out, build some kind of muscle, and
Yeah.
not die.
Be spry.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
But anyways,
And if I'm happy with where I'm at, I'm happy. But if the doctors are telling me you need to lose weight, you need to take better care, okay.
yeah.
But I haven't been to the doctor in so long, so I wouldn't know. So I
Right.
just rather just
Take care of it.
take care of it now, because I don't want to find out. I don't want to be.
See, and that's the thing.
But I
though.
still want to enjoy some good food. you
No,
know?
for sure. It's always in moderation.
Right, that's what I'm working on.
But we're trying to get to where it's okay to have that meal. We're just trying to get there, and it's one of those hard processes right now.
I really want to strive for being able to run a long distance.
Yeah.
Because you know how my cousin's out there fixing that truck, man. I really hope it all comes together because,
Yeah.
man, I really miss going to these trails over here and running through these trails. You know what I mean? I just want to run, man. I just want to
was
run.
running.
I just felt like running, bro. I'm really on my Forrest Gump stuff. Like, I just want to run, man.
Yeah.
I want to run and get good and get fast. Because if anything ever happens, like anything crazy, I want to be able to just boom, I'm there. If my daughters are ever in trouble, like with this guy next door, I don't want to talk too much on him, but it's just like, yeah, this pit bull's loose and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And like, what if my daughter's over there and I need to get there quickly? I need to be in shape to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, just come to the rescue type stuff.
Handle
I need to be
Yeah.
able to handle a situation. What if I have to sprint a whole mile or something? You know what I mean? You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I feel you.
I want to pause.
All right.